All right, our next vocabulary word is compound event. And this is kind of what the whole chapter is looking at. So we talked about the different events. We know two different principles. We know the fundamental counting principle as well as using the tree diagram that we can use to find the total number of outcomes. So when we have a compound event, compound simply means more than one. So a compound event means that it consists of two or more events. Okay, so it consists of two or more events, makes it a compound event. So here's our first example of a compound event. We have example 4. What is the probability of rolling an even number on a number cube and flipping heads with a coin? Okay, so we have two different probabilities here. So our probability of rolling an even number and getting a heads on a coin is going to equal the two probabilities multiplied together. So we look at the probability of getting a even number on a coin. Well, we know there are how many even numbers on a number cube? Well, there are 3 out of 6. So 3/6 is our probability. And we can simplify that down to half if we wanted to here, or we can simplify it before we multiply. And we're going to multiply that probability then by the probability of getting heads. Well, we know in order to get heads, there's only, if it's a real coin, there's only one possibility of getting heads out of 2 total possibilities. So to find our probability, we're going to multiply 3/6 times 1/2. And I'm going to go ahead and multiply this, but I'm going to simplify first. So I know that 3/6 is the same thing as 1/2. Really, I'm multiplying 1/2 times 1/2, which equals 1/4. So the probability of me getting an even number on a coin and getting heads on getting an even number on a number cube and getting heads on a coin is 1/4, or if you want to write it as a percentage, we can write 25%. And if we think back to what we talked about back on 10.2, when we described it, 25% is unlikely. It's not impossible, but it's not likely.